So first, welcome to
Thank
Slovenia.
you very much. Thank you very much.
How did the people close to you, I mean your friends and relatives from Egypt, accept the topics that you are writing about in Jacobean building?
Very well accepted in Egypt, not only by my friends and my people around me, but hundreds of thousands of readers in Egypt and the Arab world. That's why this novel has been the best-selling novels for 4 or 5 years in the Arab world. And now it's number 2 because number 1 is my new novel, Chicago.
Was it hard to find a publisher for?
In the beginning, yes. Yeah. I had a problem of publication for 10 years. I had 3 books before the Jacobean building. When you are not a known writer in Egypt, you must go to the government publisher, because the private publishers, especially in literature, are not very interested because they don't sell well. So I tried for 10 years to get published through the government, and I was refused 3 times. Then I wrote Jacobean building. I didn't go to the government because I know that the government anyway will not publish my books, and then I tried to find a private publisher, and they were impressed by the novel, but some of them were afraid of the reactions.
That's what I mean, because
yes.
of the topics and.
Yes. And that's especially that by that time they didn't expect good money from the novel, you see. So to them, I mean, it's a big headache without any money return. So until I found a publisher who is a militant, who is an activist for democracy, as a matter of fact. So it doesn't make a big difference to him one more novel.
What's your opinion? How is the situation, the reality, let's say, for gay men in Egypt?
Well, I don't think that the gay people in Egypt are having serious troubles more than anybody else. I am a militant and activist for democracy, and I believe most of the Egyptian people are not in the best situation as far as human rights may be concerned. So being a gay or heterosexual is not really the question. I mean, in Egypt, you see, we are struggling in the opposition in Egypt to achieve human rights for everybody, and then when human rights are going to be achieved for all Egyptians, or gays, I think, are not going to be exception.
So for gay women, it's probably the same. Gay men. And
yes, it's you see, it's something that it's something that you see Egyptians don't understand very well. You see, because there are many people, thousands of people who have been detainees without charge in Egypt for more than 10 years. And many people, or thousands of people, are tortured. And the Western media is not discussing this at all. And there was a single event, very mysterious, where some gays were arrested, and that was very focused in the Western media. So, and it was something that most Egyptians did not understand very well, and some of them found it very funny, because they say that you must be a gay if you are arrested to be defended.
You mean Egyptians?
Yes.
Yeah.
They say that you must be a gay if you are arrested to be defended by the Western media. If you are heterosexual, they don't care about you at all. You see, because
might be some truth in this, actually.
So because, as I said yesterday, there are hundreds of thousands of people who have been tortured in Egypt, and there is even the government numbers for detainees without charge is exceeding 24,000 detainees. So most of them has been imprisoned for more than 10 years without charge, you see. and but they are not gays, so nobody talks about them. So it's very
This is the irony
yes,
of the beginning of 21st century.
So that's why I try to insist that there is a problem for human rights for everybody, you see, and the gays are included like anybody else. We cannot defend the human rights for gays only, you see. Civilizations means tolerance. If you are civilized, you must be tolerant. If you are not tolerant, you are not civilized. And since we had one of the big civilizations in history, which is the Arab civilization, that happened 1,000 years ago, by that time gays were tolerated absolutely, and they were included in the Arab literature. And I can give you examples. I don't know if this is going to be interesting to your listeners or not, but one of our most important poets who lived in Baghdad in Iraq 1,000 years ago was gay, and he wrote, his name is Abu Nawas, and he wrote very beautiful poems about his feelings as a gay. And there is a category in the Arab poetry called the ghulamiyat, could be translated as homosexual gays. And one of the two sons of Harun al-Rashid, the most important king in the Arab civilization, was gay. I know there is a kind of stereotype in the West that gays are killed because they are gays in the Arab countries, but this is not true. No one single gay was killed. Some of them are superstars, and some of them everybody loves them, and everybody knows they are gays, but people don't care about this. So there isn't really an exaggeration about